What is going on with my hair? Join us on the journey in the hill country of Texas, where we get a surprising hail-filled storm and take some precautions. The theme of this week seemed to be rain, and some more rain.
What do you know? It does rain in Texas.
So we made the best of it. The dogs had their monthly nail clipping, and their dramatic response would be a surprise to no one. And Cody shows his redneck trick to tightening up a stripped out screw.
Since we think it's stripped, what I like to do is take a toothpick, jam it into the hole,
Wow, we've been moving a lot. Today is our 5th day in 7 days to move. We have some storms possibly coming in, so we're trying to get west of those. It's time to go.
Well, it looked like it was all going to kind of be to the east of us anyhow, so that's good news.
Glad we left early.
Yeah, me too.
I obviously missed where the packet was because I walked 7 miles around it. Aha.
That was such a long travel day from Luckenbach to Boerne, Texas. We had some comments about this, wondering if this was some kind of dongle or adapter. It's really not. The only purpose of it is most cords, if you plug into your 50 amp, it's going to come out like this and it's going to hang. This cord's not made for that, obviously. But a normal 50 amp cord's going to come out to here and it's going to hang. And the theory is that it puts a lot of pressure on this outlet box. So by adding this little 90-degree adapter, you're able to just pop it in like that, and then it lets it hang straight down, putting less pressure on this outlet box. It's not a necessary thing, it's not a have to, but I like it. Just as much as we hook and unhook, anything I can do to take some wear and tear off the trailer is a win in my book.
Dually fenders, because that'd be the easiest place to hit with a hailstone and dent it.
Hard to tell with the rain anyway.
It's hard to tell, but I'll have to look at the top of it tomorrow, but I think we might have lucked out.
There's just no way.
We had a crazy storm last night. I don't know how big the hail was. I was going to go outside and look, but it was hitting the trailer so hard and so loud. We were just convinced everything was going to be trashed. Luckily, the truck's okay. We saw that this morning, but I need to get on the roof and just look things over a little bit. This ladder's all hooked up with the honey wagon, and honestly, it's just easier to get my extendable ladder out. I've had this since pretty much day one of full-time RV life. It's held up really well, but it's starting to show some signs of weakness, and I'll show you when we let it down. These seals in here that have hydraulic fluid that are supposed to let it come down slowly are starting to leak a little bit, so sometimes it's a little wonky to come down. It's still locked, so it's still safe. You just kind of have to fight it down sometimes, and it's worse in colder weather for some reason. We did pull all of our slides in last night because they still have the traditional rubber roof, and we heard there was going to be anywhere from golf ball to baseball size hail depending on where you were at in the storm. It's looking like we came out smelling like a rose. Vent covers look great. Now, if we didn't have the Flex Armor roof, I'd be checking a lot more things like seals and things like that. Dishy has no damage, and our new pole mount for Dishy took on some nice 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts last night. Worked like a champ, so I'm really happy with that upgrade. It shouldn't fall that fast. And sometimes it just kind of gets stuck and you have to, it's hot today, it's 80 degrees, so it works really well, but when it's cold, sometimes you just kind of have to beat that thing back into place.
All right, good job. Oh my goodness.
It's an Ange venture.
Park yonder. You're just gonna keep driving.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I had a list of 5 or 6 things to do in this town. I'm starting to get the very strong impression that this list of things I had was actually one place.
For the record, I should have parked yonder. What exactly goes on here, Ange?
I'm going to tell you here in about 10 minutes.
What we need? Our truck has so many pockets. Our truck has so many wonderful pockets. Little slidey things that you can put things in, and all kinds of neat stuff like that.
I'm afraid I'll forget them.
Somebody can't be bothered to use the little pockets that Ram engineered. So every time I hit the brakes or take off, her phone, a camera, her wallet, a microphone, something goes flying.
What is going on with my hair? This place also won out because it was one of the few things that was open past 4 or 5 o'clock, including a winery. Who closes a winery at 4 p.m.? Not that I'm judging. I'm just saying. Be considerate.
Keeping out the riffraff.
The town was named after Jacob Luckenbach from the 1800s, who was believed to have helped Texas win the state against Mexico.
I think there's a song about Luckenbach, Texas, too. Pretty sure. Let us know in the comments who sang it.
No cowboy boots?
I got lazy. Oh, see, terrible.
Practice round.
You're in the wrong direction. The calf's not running at you, it's running away from you. Get it up over your head.
This?
It's better. Yeah, don't get him around the throat. If somebody knows where we can find calves that will look you in the eye and stand still while you rope them, let us know. We'll go check that out in person.
Those would be my calves. I mean, we are in the South. We are in public.
There's more water in these hay dudes right now than in this entire county, I'm pretty sure. You're gonna have to wash them. You know what year of a tailgate that is off a Chevrolet truck?
I do not.
Probably somewhere between 88 and 94. At some point, they stopped putting the little chrome Chevrolet on there and did something different.
Today I learned those are deer, I guess?
No.
Gazelle?
No, look at their heads. Your phone just fell again. It was not in a slot. We just had a whole combo about this.
There's a donkey. I'm not going to pronounce most of this right. Hill country is home to large herds of world-class elk, white-tailed deer, trophy axis, black buck, scimitar, horned oryx, gemsbok, nilgai, fallow deer. I'm sure I said half of those wrong. I don't know what they are.
I am far from the ultimate outdoorsman, but I don't know what about half of that stuff is.
They have some unique stuff. And we saw some unique stuff. Can elk survive Texas?
I didn't think elk would hang out in these high temperatures. It must be for farming or food processing or something. I don't know, but I didn't know they had them down here. First scratch on the new truck. I'm assuming it's a rock. Little chip. Well, we made it 6 months, so I guess I can't complain. It happens.
We came down to a noisy little town of Boerne, Texas, just down the road from where we're staying.
This place is hopping.
But we passed this place, and we love their coffee. Cod.
They didn't get my name right on the order. That's okay.
The Black Rifle Coffee Company we got turned on to from a friend of ours several years ago, and we just knew them to be online, and they had pretty good coffee. It's veteran owned, and then every coffee bag has a funny name to it or supports a specific police or firefighters or whatever cause.
So like for instance, their thin blue line coffee, a portion of the sales goes to benefit law enforcement, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, they did have buy 3 get 1 free. So we have Texas Freedom Fuel, which I've not had.
Because we're in Tejas.
We have CAF. I got 2 of those, and then we got the thin blue line, which is another great coffee. So now that I'm all juiced up, what are we doing now?
I want to walk this Texas Hill Mile a little bit, and then I have a project for you at home.
Well, just a full warning, if you keep me down here too long, I'm going back for another one of these.
I sucked mine down.
Yeah, you don't even take the time to savor it.
I savored it quickly.
We'll just see what catches our eye. If nothing else, it's March, it's 85 degrees, and it feels awesome. Noticed our fridge has been getting a little hard to shut on the freezer side. It'll kind of bind up when you go to shut it. You kind of have to wiggle it, but it's super loose. And the only thing that's holding it in over here is this little bracket. It looks like this one. And there's a little gap in them to begin with. We got a screw backing out, and I think it's stripped. Since we think it's stripped, what I like to do is take a toothpick, jam it into the hole, and then you screw the screw in beside it, and it gives it just a little extra meat to bite onto. So when you screw it in, the toothpick will kind of bend, and then once you get it tight, you can just break the excess of the toothpick off. And so for a stripped out screw hole in wood, it gives it just a little bit more to bite onto, and hopefully that'll keep our fridge secure.
I'm gonna have to start feeding him coffee after work a little more often.
Like I never do anything. It's like I never do anything. Perfect for the RV, because you got a Phillips head and a flat. Most of the stuff, at least in our RV, are these little square heads. So you get a square head and another Phillips, and you can even pop these out and change them around. I think this thing was like $6 at Harbor Freight. And we just keep it in the house because there's always a loose screw to tighten.
Perfect for the RV.
Then I met you. You took me by the hand and showed me the world.
What do you know? It does rain in Texas. That's kind of been the story of the week between the storms and the rain. We really haven't got to do a whole lot here. And Angela's idea was, let's smoke some more cheese. We're gonna do a little different this time. I'm only gonna fill it up about halfway and try to distribute them a little more evenly, maybe. We're still playing with it and figured it out. The last time worked pretty good with us smoking it for about an hour. So I think I'm gonna run that same play again. And then Angela and I are gonna try a new toy that we have to hopefully make this stuff last a little longer and not have to eat an entire block of cheese within 24 hours after finishing this.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
There is such thing as too much cheese. The theory this time is less pellets, more better. Well, we just lost a chunk of cheese. Merry Christmas, Charlie. At least for your hard cheeses, the grates under 80 degrees, so we'll check those with the thermometer ever so often. But for now, we're just gonna let this stuff smolder. All right.
It got a little melty again this time.
Well, the first time we put too many pellets in, and it got way too hot, so even when it smolders. This time I used a little less than half the pellets I used last time. They were smoldering. It's pretty solid cheese. I bought the cheapest food vacuum sealer I could find on Amazon. We're not going to do this all that often. So how good does it really need? What is this? And what does this do? And what do these do? Would you consider this dry, moist? Would you call it wet and cold? It's pretty dry, I think.
What?
Now let's try.
When do I use this?
That's a whole different thing, I'm pretty sure.
We need a moment to read the instructions.
Oh, I didn't have the lid locked.
I don't even see a place for this to connect
This is something different. It's made for, I read about this online.
Okay then.
I'm sure these bags are expensive, so I'm wondering, could I like cut it off right here? Oh, I just broke the seal on this one though. That's what I get for being cheap. The $1 million question for you. Where are you gonna put this now that we have it?
This?
Yeah.
I don't know. Cody seems to find interesting places. Like there's some kind of box, equipment box up by my dishes I found the other day.
Equipment box, what?
You don't even remember you put it there.
It's the box
It's
for
an
the
empty
dash
box. Can it go over here with equipment?
cam? No,
So can any of this go in the trash?
all of those can go in the trash.
Yay!
At least for the first 3 uses. It seems like it does a pretty good job for 30 bucks. Maybe that's why they only give you 10 bags.
It's as long as they plan for it to last. Now let's cut one open. I just ran out of cheese.
You serious? You would pop this little hootis right here and attach it to a canister or a wine plug, it says you can use. We can probably just throw this right in the trash. Would this work with like a Ziploc bag? Like if I run out of those, could I just jam a Ziploc bag in there? Just in... Oh, it's not stuck. No, don't burn it. Ah.
It's melting.
So this could work.
Oh, it sure looks like it.
Well, it just, I don't think I had it in there good, but it did seal what... Nah, it's blowing out the sides.
Well, I guess we're just gonna
Watch it rain.
watch it rain.
Maybe we'll catch up on our YouTube stuff because we haven't watched a lot lately, and I know there's been a lot going on with March Madness and all kinds of other things, so if you haven't caught up, you can go all the way back and watch our old stuff
Okay.
and see what's different.
So Cody and Kevin challenged you on the last video to hit 200,000 views. To put that in perspective, our highest amount of views each month has been 136,000, which is amazing.
Which is an awesome month.
I don't want to train more. So to me, I don't care. I say keep it at 200,000. But we are looking to grow. We've never been a channel that has gone out and spread ourselves across several platforms.
We've never bought views or bought subscribers.
Or these programs that help you. Not to say that we won't try some of those programs. We do need to expand our minds.
That would be the best way to help us. Just keep watching and share it with a friend that might enjoy it.
In the meantime, we need to walk the dogs, and we'll see you on the next one.
Don't show my gut. And put it down here in this tray and that tray and that tray on the door. Anywhere but up here. This is where our arms go.
Let's go check out this tourist. What am I trying to say?
You know what year of a tailgate? You know what year of a tailgate it did?
What is it called? Something mild. Dang it.
Now I can't speak to the long. It beeps more than my Garmin does.
And we're and that what's
There's something I wanted to say there. I'm probably going to throw it away.
I know what it is.
Oh, is it to suck out earwax? Jam it into the hole.
Not place, but jam it. Right?
But most of the stuff, at least in our RV, are these little screw heads. So you got so you got a screw head.
Let me show you how it's done.
Oh!